Today we're diving into something they never saw coming. Something so unexpected and chilling it would make even the hardest heart stop and think. They thought disrespect was their weapon, a way to control you, to chip away at your worth. They acted like it was their right to treat you like an afterthought, to mock how much you gave without expecting anything in return. But then, without a single word, you turned your back. You left them to deal with themselves. And now they sit in the crushing emptiness of your silence, a silence they never imagined could happen. They didn't realize the quiet strength of someone who walks away. They never thought a simple absence could haunt them more deeply than any words ever could. It's almost ironic. They expected anger, shouting, maybe even desperate attempts to cling to them. But instead they got your silence. Cold. Final. A silence that seeps into every empty moment, constantly reminding them they've lost something they'll never get back. Now they're haunted, not by the things you said, but by the things you didn't. By the spaces where your laughter, your voice, and your presence used to be. They thought they were clever, thought they could manipulate you. They pushed, poked, and prodded, waiting for an emotional outburst to inflate their egos. But what they got was something they weren't ready for: your indifference. By walking away, you stripped them of their power. You showed them they weren't worth your energy, your words, or your attention. And now that silence, it's deafening. It's like a mirror showing them their own emptiness. A constant reminder that they lost the very person who gave meaning to their life. Every single day they're haunted, not by you, but by their own actions, the actions that drove you away. They wanted to make you feel small, to fill the cracks in their own insecurities by tearing you down. But in the end, all they did was lose the one person who truly saw them, who cared, who may have even loved them, flaws and all. They thought disrespect was a game they could win. Now they're trapped in a prison of their own making. They never imagined they'd miss you. They believed they were immune to attachment, to feelings. But in the quiet moments, when they're alone with their thoughts, they feel it, the weight of your absence. It wraps around their heart like a cold, relentless grip. They thought discarding you would make them powerful. But instead they're left with nothing but emptiness. A void that only grows deeper with every passing day. That emptiness, it's a constant reminder of the value they threw away. No matter who they meet, no matter how hard they try to connect, it all falls short. Because deep down they're searching for what they lost. They'll never replace what they once had and foolishly let slip away. They try to fill the void you left, distracting themselves from the silence, but it's hopeless. Nothing comes close to what they lost. No voice, no laughter, no presence can ever match the echo of who you were in their life. And deep down, they know this silence will follow them everywhere, haunting them wherever they go. They thought respecting you would break you, diminish your worth. But what they didn't see was how it revealed theirs, or rather, how little they had to begin with. Their actions exposed their smallness, their insecurities, their flaws for all to see. Now they're left with nothing but regret, a bitter realization that the power they thought they held was an illusion. In trying to make you feel small, they only managed to shrink themselves. Now they wander through life, haunted by what could have been. Every time they look back, the truth hits them again and again. They underestimated the one person who truly saw them, flaws and all, and still chose to care. Now they see what they had and foolishly took for granted. They mocked the very thing they should have cherished. And now they're haunted by memories of a love they threw away, a kindness they dismissed, and a person they can never get back. They craved power. They wanted control. But in their attempts to hold it over you, they lost the only thing that made them feel alive. They thought they could break you, erase you, but instead they erased themselves. Now they're left with a hollow life, one that feels meaningless and empty without the person they pushed away. And that silence, it's their constant reminder of the life they could have had, the happiness they sacrificed for their pride. Every new relationship they attempt now carries this ghost with it. They see your face in every interaction, hear your voice in quiet moments, and feel your absence in every shallow connection. They've come to understand now that they weren't searching for control. They were searching for meaning, for connection, for something real. But in their blindness, they destroyed the very thing they were searching for. And now they're lost in a world that feels cold and empty without you. They thought they were untouchable, invincible. But your silence has become their reckoning. It's a harsh reminder that actions have consequences, that you can't throw people away and expect to walk away unscathed. They played with fire and now they're the ones who got burned. The ashes of what they destroyed now haunt them. In their quest to break you, they only ended up breaking themselves. So let them live with that silence. Let them feel its weight pressing down on them every day, a constant reminder of the person they'll never have back. Let them feel the regret, the loneliness, and the emptiness that come from driving away someone who truly cared. Because you're free. You walked away with your dignity intact and your heart unscathed, leaving them to face the consequences of their own actions. Every laugh they try to fake, every shallow connection they try to form, every empty conversation they engage in reminds them of what they lost. They wanted to see you broken, wanted to see you beg, wanted to watch you crumble. But instead, they're left with nothing but the hollow echoes of regret and a life that feels small and insignificant without you. They'll keep searching, keep trying to fill the void, keep reaching for something to numb the pain. But the truth, nothing will ever compare to what they lost. They can try to push it aside, try to forget, but your silence lingers. It's a haunting reminder of the respect they never gave, the kindness they overlooked, the love they failed to nurture. Now all they're left with is their own thoughts, their regrets, their emptiness. They might pretend to move on, might try to convince themselves it doesn't matter, but they'll never escape the truth. Your silence follows them everywhere, loud with the echoes of everything they lost, everything they'll never have again. They wanted you to feel small, to feel unimportant. But now in your absence, they're the ones who feel small, shrinking into the emptiness they created for themselves. They're left wandering through life, haunted by the memory of what they let slip away, by the silence that reminds them every single day of the respect they failed to show, the love they didn't deserve, the person they can never have back. Every attempt to fill the void only deepens the reminder of what can't be undone. They can't outrun this silence, can't hide from the memory of someone who saw them, cared for them, despite their flaws and the damage they carried. Every relationship they try to build now, every shallow interaction, every hollow laugh only emphasizes what they had and threw away something rare, something true without a second thought. Your silence is their consequence. It's a permanent mark, proof that some mistakes can't be undone. And some people, once lost, are gone forever. They've likely blamed you, tried to tell themselves you were at fault, that you didn't understand them. But deep inside, they know the truth. They know their own disrespect, their disregard was what drove you away. And in quiet moments, they feel the sting of that reality, the loss echoing louder than any argument or excuse ever could. No matter how much time passes, your silence will speak louder than any words. It lingers like a shadow in their life, filling every empty moment with the memory of what they squandered. They can seek distraction, surround themselves with people, but the absence will always be there, a ghost of what they destroyed in their arrogance. By failing to respect the one person who truly saw them, they've made your silence their constant companion, a lasting reminder of the consequences of their choices. And now they know the silence isn't going anywhere. As time moves forward, the silence only grows heavier, a deep echo in the hollow spaces of their days. They once thought they were in control, believed they could dismiss you like an afterthought. But now that silence has become the mirror they can't avoid, reflecting everything they could have had. If only they'd treated you with the care and respect you deserved. They feel its weight in every failed connection, every attempt to forget that never works. It reminds them that they can't rewrite the past, can't undo the pain they caused, can't fill the void they created. Now they live with the shadow of their choices, haunted by the knowledge that they were the ones who pushed away something real, something meaningful. They thought they could walk away unscathed, but now they're haunted by the silence they once dismissed, by the absence of the one person who truly saw and accepted them. Your silence isn't just the lack of words. It's a permanent, undeniable reminder that they failed to see your worth.